Hey, welcome back to D20 House, where a bunch of nerds get together, roll dice, and slay monsters. Tonight, it's Friday night, so we're playing some Requiem Vast Horizons. Woo, it's good to be back. Guys, we got Chris,
Also known as Jackie.
Odie,
Heyo.
T, Ian, and myself, Toffin. We're going to have a great time. I hope all of you are ready to have a great time. Ian, any announcements?
Nothing new. No. I think supposedly next week or the week thereafter is the official going for the Elden Ring playthrough. There's going to be a couple other things. We might make it through the whole game. We might just mess around. A couple sessions. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
That's Video Game Thursdays. We're doing that now.
Cool.
That's it.
All right. Other than that, yeah. Vast Horizons, guys. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I'm super excited.
PJ, you can't curse me like that.
What do you say? Huh?
Who's going to die, the captain or Coiseam?
My boy. Both. No, both is good.
Both?
All right. We're going to get right into it. But before we start, guys, everyone make sure you go check out State Azure, the lovely synthwave musician who has provided all of the music for this live stream so far. Thank you so much. Great guy. Very cool. Find him on
It's good.
Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, or Bandcamp. All four of them. All right.
Woo!
Oh, rolling duck.
Duck
The release
is
time.
10.
Are we really playing D&D if we don't roll
6.
bad? No, we're just being nice. I also rolled a 6.
Nice.
Well, your fates are tied.
Ooh, some of my
Guys, it's been like 6 months since all the characters have seen each other, another half of a year. We get long breaks between jobs, but then the jobs really suck. So here we are, back
What are you
again.
talking about? It's been a walk in the park so far.
We have some time here at Terminus Yard to decide what job we're going to take.
So far.
And then we're going to run pre-supply and pre-flight, and then we're going to get the hell out of here. So, that being said, you guys have all been at least briefly debriefed about your jobs. And anyone who wants to look into any of the three of them, talk to any of their crewmates about them, yeah, we can start making them decisions here.
Yeah, 3 cargo transports. 1 is frozen prisoners.
Yes, to the planet Smelt.
The other 2 are unremarkable, inert material,
Mm-hmm.
relatively,
Yeah.
obviously valuable because they're paying us to do it, but
Mhm.
not necessarily like some critical, crazy, one-of-a-kind,
No.
this or that.
No, you're sending some materials to the planet Aquilon that just don't exist there. But
Uh-huh.
it's not like it's vital to the functioning of their society. Like they just need it for science stuff.
Okay.
And then I guess heading to Invocation, you are taking some just like trade goods there. There is an exchange happening.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you guys are not handling the exchange. Though.
Probably part of like a huge fleet of ships that are coming in with all kinds of different materials.
Probably actually, if
Yeah.
you want to look into it. Yeah,
Oh, I absolutely
cool.
do keep up with those things.
Yeah, so then anyone who wants to investigate any of these jobs and learn more about the planets or what the cargo, exactly what's going on here.
I want to go investigate the one about Aqualan.
Sure thing.
The morning shift was uneventful.
What's
Oh,
going
happening?
on?
Hey, Braden Turbo. Thinking he's gonna save a life. You think it's gonna help?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Rerolls for Coiseam.
Ah, thank you. Oh my God, that's so many
And you are
rerolls.
correct, it is 4.
I appreciate
Thank you
it.
very much.
Thanks.
I
Go
wish the
brain
sound
turbo.
just a little too much on that. I
That's
think.
3d6 or 2d6?
2d6, and then I need intelligence and a skill of your choosing. I want a viable skill for this. Like, no is probably the best one.
Yeah, I
Okay.
have that. Of course I have that.
Yeah.
Brain Boy, and I had the one's still +1. Ooh. 8?
8. Okay. You're looking into Aquilon.
Uh-huh.
Aquilon is notable. In that there's nothing crazy is going on there. Don't worry. But it is a ocean world, and they have both like artificial land masses that they have their cities built on, they have kind of flying orbital station cities, and then very notably they have cities underwater in like big bubbly domes.
Bubbly.
Yeah. However, the other notable thing is this is one of the few planets in the entire galaxy that accepts certain kinds of alien species. Some like controversial alien species, like some that we know, like the Gorlamites, but also what
Just like, no.
the Lithics. Now, of course, that doesn't mean the Lithics are generally willing to come stay here, but this planet does have some like exceptions in terms of what creatures are given rights and such and so forth. It is still part of, I believe, it is still part of the not the Federation, the Cygnus Association, but yeah, they just have special laws here.
It's the Vegas of the world.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
And Holy Knight of Ian, thanks for the 45 biddies. I'm not ready to die.
Yeah, hold on.
We never choose our date.
No. I haven't put down enough assholes yet, though.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, in terms of alien life, if you want to like find a lot of it in terms of a lot of diversity, this planet is like a hub of just so many different kinds of people, more than you like ever see anywhere else. It really is a Vegas, isn't it?
Well,
I hate it.
and it's science equipment and the rest. Is it like any like special chemicals, or like is there a manifest that's available, or is it classified?
Oh, these are all just special chemicals that they're going to use to like sustain life in their dome cities, like sustain like plant life and stuff in lieu of, you know, some of the things that an atmosphere and sunlight would provide. You have just like equipment and chemical supply, but it's not like super vital. You know, it's not like if you guys don't deliver it, the city will starve. Like, no.
Well, is it caustic, radioactive? You know, is it detrimental to any of our health? Could it
It's pure
explode?
info.
Don't touch it with your bare skin. You know,
Oh, gotcha.
pretty caustic.
Nordic, it's off the menu.
Don't snort company supply.
Oh, well, not even for a sample. Got a no safety check.
Don't get high on your own supply.
Snort on company time though.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are? CM99? They don't pay that well.
Safety sniff.
So we still have not talked to.
No, we have not
Maybe we never will.
contacted them.
I keep small pleasantries, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, how's the
we've spoken like 3 times.
yeah.
out of all the charts and the rest? I'd probably talk with the navigator.
Okay, go
And,
talk to Riva.
Yeah, Riva.
Hey, Shecky,
Riva.
what's up?
Well, out of the 3 options, how's the space look in between? Is it safe? Which one's our best chance of getting this to be a successful mission? I know that we've had a couple of close calls. Maybe if we can, I don't know. There's certain regions of space that you know that we're going into, and try and confide in you.
Well, in terms of regions of space, Aquilon's definitely the safest. We're heading into Association territory, and there's, it's in the same vicinity as the Freehold, so there's going to be a lot of different alien forces going around, so piracy is going to be pretty low. Anything sketchy or illegal is going to be, not really our problem.
Well,
Shouldn't be just random aliens flying around causing problems.
Yeah, that smelt planet and the rest. How secure is that region?
Okay,
with the
well,
prisoners?
Smell is a super secure prison planet, but
Getting to it, that was what I'm questioning.
getting to it, that's more difficult on my end in terms of navigating, because we have to go through a pretty dense region of molecular clouds, but it shouldn't be a danger. It should just make our flight more difficult.
Well, as long as whoever we're ferrying to the prison planet doesn't have friends that are going to come after us and try and stop it. That's
No,
what I'm...
man, I watched Riddick this week. I'm not taking that job.
What about the middle one, the trade goods? The exchange that we're not going to be taking part of. We just provide the stuff and leave.
Oh, invocation.
Invocation.
I honestly, I don't know much about that place. I'm kind of hoping to go talk to Tabari and see what he knows.
All right. Well, at least that helps inform me a little bit. Thank you.
What about you guys?
Which one is the closest to where I want to get to? None of them.
The odds are not in your favor.
Yeah.
Actually, Invocation's not bad.
That's where I want to go.
You're looking at Outpost 63. You're looking at 88. Where are we at? Should be.
Outpost 63.
Yeah, that's the planet you were wanting to go to, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe I told you that was 88, just straight Sagittarius, right?
Yeah.
But it was far out.
Yeah.
Invocation is 94 Sagittarius. It's actually like that's only separated by, that's like a couple systems away.
That's where I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valid. What do you know about the place?
Nothing.
Do you want to know anything about the place?
Sure do.
Okay, make some kind of check for me then. Preferably intelligence and no, but also if you want to ask people, maybe they'll tell you.
Yeah, I would like to ask.
Okay, so connect.
Yeah. Would that be, well, Reva was just telling Shecky that she doesn't really know anything about invocation.
Yeah, but you weren't there.
Yeah, I know. I mean, and she's our main navigator, so.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she knows how to
You
get
could
there.
ask Google.
She knows about
Yeah.
space, right? She knows about like how to get there.
Yeah.
She doesn't know about like what's the deal with the planet itself. She just knows it's an exchange
I'll go ask the
consulate with
captain.
some core. Cool. Yeah, go ask Captain Ayra. Yeah.
How's, can I add my wisdom? Or charisma, I guess?
Charisma, yeah.
So that's 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, you go track down Captain Ayra and you have some important questions for him, so he puts aside what he's doing. What can I do for you, Coiseam?
Well, Captain, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit about invocation. I'm not familiar.
Oh, invocation. So, funny enough, I've run a job there before. It's not that bad. We're heading towards deeper core, so we're kind of getting a bit away from the association space.
Mm-hmm.
Does mean it could be a little dicier if there are pirates or any kind of roving alien marauders, anything like that. But when we get to the planet itself, it should be very safe. The planet Invocation, its entire surface is monitored by a very complex AI. And so basically the entire planet's just a commercial hub, and people do business there, but no one lives there long term. And so the entire planet's surface is also crawling with mechanical organisms, and they're not really, they're drones. It's crawling with drones that maintain facilities and care for all of the organics that stay there, and well, it's very safe. Criminal activity is basically prohibited. And I don't mean the way that laws always do, which is just kind of an honor system. I mean, it really is kind of impossible.
Sounds like something out of a movie.
Yeah.
Are there many planets like that?
Unbraked AI? Well, a few. We almost had a job to one a couple of years back.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what hurt to transport there?
I believe we are transporting some goods on we should just be transporting some like fine goods, things like rare raw materials, and I believe there are some, what's the word? Some exotic like minerals and other things like that. But we'll be transporting them on behalf of the pack. They're making a deal with another corporation.
Thank you.
Of course. Looking into that job. I myself am also steering that way. We'll see what the crew has to say.
Are you ready to be done?
I think I am. Are you?
Certainly.
One more job. Court, anything?
I think I've got the answers I need.
Okay.
Quick Googling, lockdown prison, crazy AI, Vegas, 2 inert things,
Mm-hmm.
1 prisoner transport.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you a Vegas guy?
No,
Oh, really?
absolutely not.
Okay. Okay. Fun.
I'm not an anything guy, though.
Mm-hmm. No, probably not.
But am I a Vegas guy over a totalitarian AI that monitors literally everything all the time, always? Yeah.
Okay.
Am I a Vegas guy over a supermax prison? Yeah.
Yeah. Good call.
Is there an equivalent to like a space news where you can actually like tune into like certain parts of the galaxy and see what's going on?
Oh, yeah. There are news networks all over.
Chucky's gonna like boot up a little, just like on his pad and the rest, and start just perusing the 3 regions and see and try and notice if there's any like specific news that pops up that'd be concerning to our trip, like space anomalies, pirate attacks, specific gangs. Like for example,
Just
on
open
the
source
Aqua
looking.
lawn, like if there's like any sort of like where the aliens are having turmoil amongst each other and specifically against humans, since we're mainly a human vessel. Besides 1 robot. Well, we got 2 robots. What? Yeah, buddy.
But they're human robots.
Yeah. And for the trade exchange and the rest about
got
those
2 and
robots,
4.
if there's anything. What was that last people who really hated those robots?
The Black Bloc Federation.
Yeah, if there's even a whiff of those in that area.
There is. You just doing some really basic research. They do not have a military force in the system with Aquilon, but they're currently like in a really hot legal issue and like basically like the galactic like court. They're in a really hot legal battle with the government of Aquilon because they're like, we have a right to put a light blockade around your system, and they're like, no, you fucking don't. Like, this is a freehold. You can't do that.
How long has this been boiling over? It's something that
Oh,
could-
years.
Okay, so
Years.
maybe so it's simmering, but it doesn't. There's not troop movements or like vessel movements in the space regions.
Yeah.
It's a little DMZ, little
Mhm.
South and True Korea
Yeah.
going on.
They're like, you're hosting terror. Like, you have terrorists on your planet. And they're like, they're not terrorists. They're refugees. You know, it's like that.
Classic.
And the prison planet, he'd probably take a brief glimpse, like if there even is a news network on it. Hopefully it's just everybody goes there and it becomes quiet.
Human prison. Not even like an association prison. This is a human prison. So this is part of the Human Alliance, but it's just not. It's not a populated world, you know.
Yeah. Well, and what type of people are sent there?
Really shit people.
Like
Like
top end
life-
pirate gangs, or
Like life in prison people.
okay, so probably the worst of the worst.
Mm-hmm. It's an industry planet, if that tells you anything.
Ah,
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a
I
workforce.
see.
Yeah.
All right,
To the mines with you.
and he'll just
They
peruse
create the
it,
mines.
Pit
and
be upon ye.
let's see if I roll that notice if there's
Stone.
anything else that pops out that catches Shecky's eye.
Sure.
11.
11.
There was a murder at our space station a month ago.
That would come up, yeah. Like 6 months ago. No, it would be while you were
Yeah.
off the job, huh?
Yeah, it was. Well, yeah, it was off job.
Okay, so
Well, is that a commonplace in this station?
in this station, there have been like a couple deaths in the last couple of years.
This one was pretty obvious.
This is like like this guy was
Okay.
murdered.
Murked.
He was murdered with the exact same toxin that's like super common in the Shadow Council. You know, that like crazy.
I don't think Shecky would know that. Unless
Well,
it's
you know, there'd be like a little
Pandora.
article where it's like, oh man, humongous criminal underground tactic used.
Shaggy, turn off that pack fax. You can't watch that. It's all
Pack facts.
propagandizing
Funny enough-
garbage.
All right, it's kind of like a scrap heap. in the
No,
rest. You have
no.
to like sort through it and the
You
rest,
can't
and you
watch
can find
that.
good stuff.
Turn that
out
off.
of it.
Try
No.
this.
I think I've actually found at least a couple good things about
Try
it.
Stellaria. It's much better.
What, an entertainment channel?
No.
Channel. We're arguing about news. I hate it here.
I am not going to.
Yo,
We're
fake
two
news,
old men.
Shecky. Fake news, Shecky. I hate
It's
it.
literally like the station's local paper. You're like, don't trust that.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
it's just saying that something.
Don't
it's just
watch
saying that it's
fact
banana
facts.
pudding
Got a
night.
point in my mind now. It's already done, did it?
No, they're only going to tell you about the successful bullshit. They don't want you to hear about the things that are going wrong.
Like sometimes
It
the
actually
ads
can
are
tell you a
hilarious
lot
to
about
read,
a
though.
place, though, how much they lie to their people, if they do or not.
It does say they're like it says that a lot of people speculate that the shadow hand has something to do with it.
Shadow Hand. That's it. Not Shadow Council.
Yeah,
Shadow Hand.
which is
the
like
name.
hilarious because you know he works for them.
Obfuscation's the game, baby.
Yeah.
Well, that's about all I really need to know.
Coiseam is going to go and talk to some of the more impressionable crewmates.
Who?
This one and Nora.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
the young ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah.
The young college.
Well, and
educated
also
ones.
and Shecky.
God, but is Nora going to give up an opportunity to go to Space Vegas with all the crazy aliens?
Maybe for me.
We're like almost besties.
I feel offended.
Old guy who works in cargo bay.
Also, I have the sweaters for everyone. I finished sweaters for everybody before I got back.
I now own 2 true personal items.
A sweater.
A sweater and a handgun.
Yours is gray.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. So who do I find first?
This
one? Okay. What the fuck is your name? Ashton?
You are off to a very bad
I
start.
suck with the names, I understand it.
It's been years.
I've worked with you for like 3 years. You just walk up, hey,
Yeah.
who the fuck are you? Ashton.
Yeah.
Yes?
I got a
Ashton.
favor.
It's passed over my head anyways.
Did you read the most recent articles on the, well, I mean, last year's solar migration for the solar starlings was pretty,
Oh yeah.
yeah. But this year, with the astral whales and whatnot, it's been.
I hate those baseball teams.
I mean, all depending if you follow the migration path.
There's some disruption. I don't remember quite what it was. But.
I'm more of a cosmic cockatoos guy.
Exactly. Thank you.
That's lacrosse, by the way. It's a much more physical sport.
Well, Ashton, I think
Space
you know.
lacrosse.
This is to be my last mission.
Lacrosse.
I'm looking forward to it. I can fly. I did want to tell you, since you are our one of our xenobiologists, if you ever find yourself on Terra and you want to see what I've been working on this last decade or so, no, you're more than welcome.
Thank you. So why did you come to talk to me?
To invite you.
You done buttering the biscuit?
This is my last mission.
Uh-huh.
I need to get out to Sagittarius. 88? 94.
Post 60. Oh, 88.
Yeah.
Yeah, 88 Sagittarius.
Post 63.
And the closest that's going to get me right now is Invocation.
Yeah.
You would do an old timer a favor.
You just plan to leave in the middle of this mission?
Maybe.
You know they'll never stop hunting you, right? You're on your last job. Finish it.
I know.
Okay.
But it's expensive to get all that way out into space.
Well, you're about to get paid 12 million credits.
Yes, I understand that.
So if you survive, vacation.
Hurry it up.
And then you got to survive that.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Space travel's scary.
yeah, how much is it going to cost to get out, back out to that area from
Not-
Terra?
Not too much.
What, like 2 million?
No, less than $1 million, but a
Less-
lot.
that's still a lot.
hundreds of thousands of credits.
That's still a lot.
Yeah.
And that's like a one-way trip. Yeah. So by the time I'm done, that's like 1 million credits down the drain. Yeah.
It's also because, like, will you have authorization to go visit a scientific outpost planet?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well. You're talking to him and him. Sorry.
Yeah. At the very least, if I get out there, maybe I can get more information about this place because this is like right on the verge or right on the edge of association, right? Planets, and Outpost 63 is outside of the association, isn't it?
It's in their space, but it's not. It doesn't belong to them.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, if anyone's going to have more information on it, it's going to be these closer systems.
Yes.
So, at the very least, I need to get more information. I need more information.
Uh-huh. But that one person you're looking for?
Yes.
I don't want to know about
Just think about it.
Okay, I can do that.
Does your sweater fit?
Yeah.
Good. And he'll go and talk to Nora too.
Same pitch.
Same pitch. But he needs it. If you guys want to come visit him on his and see his flock.
How dare you?
Okay, you give Nora the same pitch.
Yep. You want to connect?
Yeah.
That's abysmal. That's bad.
I thought she rolled bad.
Ouch.
3 on the die.
3 on the die. That's only a 5 total.
She rolled a total of 6. So, okay.
Y'all both ain't feeling it today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like go to her quarters. It's like the same thing. We've seen this happen twice before. You go and she's like, it's very clearly just gotten out of bed. Is like still just in her like pajamas. Her hair is all tossed. Her fucking like she's like blinking sleep out of her eyes. And it's like, okay, this is not the time to have this conversation.
You know what? I'll leave your sweater. We can talk about it later.
Thank you.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'll meet you in the mess sometime.
But I meant it. If you want to come visit me afterwards.
Yeah. I'd love to. I think it'd be really
I
good.
also have 48 more missions to go before I'm done.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really good field research.
All right. Talk later.
Okay. Yeah. So you're here for invocation for sure. What are you feeling?
Space Vegas.
Okay. Aquilon.
Aquilon, that's it.
I want to go to Aqualand.
Aqualon
Yeah.
is dope.
But this one is like
It's
nice
between
for...
Aquilon and Invocation.
Yeah. Fuck smelt. Fuck smelt.
Smelt is a no-go.
So the whole deal with invocation is kind of come to understand is like it is not a planet. It is a very large asteroid in a stable orbit. There is an unbraked AI built into a like hypercomputer inside the asteroid, and it is like just a swarm of like drones that maintain its surface and constantly expand its surface artificially. And because this AI is just like so recklessly lawful, basically like people used to like go offer it resources that it could use to improve itself and its like artificial planet. And then over time, people like started making business deals on this artificial planet. And then over time, it just became a commercial.
It's just
hub.
a facilitation port.
Yeah. So every inch of the surface is artificial, and it's all constantly being like monitored and maintained by just like swarms of tiny robots.
Probably wouldn't even be able to honestly case for any good information on something like that.
No, you can't commit crimes on that planet because it's bad for the system.
Yeah, but how else do you find things out?
Yeah.
Can we even like look up like the basic law set? Is that
You talk
publicly
to another
available?
human being.
Yeah, you break into their apartment.
Well, is like
And
a
you
more
wake 'em up
realistic,
at 3
like,
a.m.
you
with a
kill
handgun
someone,
on
you
their
go to jail,
nutsack,
or is it
and then
like
they tell you.
execution? Like, what's the severity of the punishment?
The planet will, without exception, extradite you to and subject you to the laws of your native people or your native planet.
Okay, so it has to do with the culture that you're from, and the rest that they kind of base it off
Yes.
of.
If you break any laws while you're on invocation, the AI will seize you, hold you until your relevant authorities can get you, and then it will never see you again.
Is it okay if I do like a work manifest and double check everything on the ship is legal, technically in that system, and that we wouldn't be fined or in any way against any protocol or law that's in that sector?
We're a pack shady as fuck.
You
There is
guys,
no way.
you guys have nothing on your ship that is illegal. But if you want to check, do a work for me. Yeah.
Yeah, just search through it, make sure.
Yeah.
Even the heavy weapons, like technically, is there
Yeah.
extra permits that we have to apply for, and basically for that system?
I wouldn't dig too deep
Oh,
if I was you.
unbreaked AI.
Hades.
He's just trying to. Yeah,
I
this is-
understand.
Jackie's just trying to look out for it.
So if I,
So is it a
what
work?
if I was to forge papers from and coin my own nation? Right, I'm from Kurdistan.
Sovereignty is defined by recognition, Ian. if no one in the galaxy has records of the validity of your state, it's just gonna laugh at you. Like you just made up Ian. This is Ian Stan, and this is I'm
Yeah.
the king. Population 1.
So
What is it that everybody says is
would it be a work
Somewhere on my
or
bucket
a
list is to blow this place to hell now.
work or a notice? Is what it.
What a shit-tastic place.
Work. Your job is to go over all the fine details of the ship.
11.
Perfect.
The AI will find out the true authority actually comes from force.
You have nothing. There is nothing aboard this ship that is illegal, including when you check the cargo manifest that they want you to take to Invocation. Nothing in that either as well. The only concern is you are not allowed to carry any weaponry aboard that planet above a TL1.
Oh.
You cannot have laser pistols on that planet. You can have
Sawed-off shotgun.
that's actually probably fair because that's pretty primitive technology.
Oh, I already like this place
You can
already.
have bullet-firing handguns and light arms. You cannot have anything heavier than that up on the planetoid. All of it has to be registered and locked. That's the only thing that on board your ship that might cause you alarm. Otherwise, it's just like people might behave in ways that are illegal.
Would it be?
People being one person.
Is there like? Is it freedom
I'd
of
rather
speech
do the
planet
prisoner
or
transport.
freedom like speech is censored?
Free speech is fine. Most of the rules there revolve around maintaining the efficiency of the system so that anyone who's like performing business there is not in any way hampered, harmed.
All right. Much less concern comes out of this now, especially saying how they're going to like. Hopefully, if there is a violation in the rest, they can actually judge us according to the laws of our people, and hopefully not somebody else's.
Okay. Well. Yeah, that's Invocation. So we have, 2 for Vegas, but 1.5 for Vegas. We've got 1 for Invocation.
Not smelt is my vote.
Okay, cool.
awesome?
Neutral. What do you think, Ashton?
I really like Space Vegas. I really do like Space Vegas.
That is your shit.
That is my shit.
Has Alex been here? Whose pink hair is this?
Newt.
Newt, yeah, sorry. Has Newt been here?
Relatively recently.
You dare
Someone's
talk
pink
to
hair
a
is on
golden
the tape. Sorry.
retriever?
It's not
Hey,
mine.
mine.
It's been years.
Come on, man. You want to see Akana up close and personal? When else are you gonna get a chance to do that?
I don't want to go on vacation. What about
Okay.
this one said?
Captain Ayra's filling Invocation. He explains to the crew he's actually just done a job there before and it was completely fine. They basically just stayed in their hotel the whole time and they were only there for 5 days. Just long enough to stop, unload shit, rest, load new shit, and leave. Riva's pretty against Aquilon because Riva has, it seems, a lot of personal issues
She's got a
involved in this.
gambling addiction.
I know, yeah, clearly.
I'm
However,
telling you, she's a racist. Oh God.
Tabari is pretty neutral. He has,
Xenophobe.
Would it be like speciesist?
Xenophobe.
Tabari has your stance,
Literally.
absolutely no smelt, and then Amra is into Aquilon as well.
Nora. Aquilon.
Nora's an Aquilon
Yeah.
for sure. She does not like unbreaked AI.
Yeah. I don't
She
blame
likes
her.
animals and aliens.
I also happen to like animals and aliens.
And alien animals, yeah.
How dare you talk to people that
So, final count here. Vegas. Hate it.
One joke and suddenly that's its name.
Yeah.
I know. Vegas. We have like 3-4 Vegas. 4 against, 2 neutral. Everyone okay with that?
Vegas,
that
baby?
that means we're going to Invocation.
Oh,
I
object.
need to do more research then into evocation.
Oh, Invocation, yeah.
before I can allow that.
Okay.
How deep are the scrubs?
Huh?
How deep are the scrubs that this AI goes through? Does it like
Oh, it doesn't
Does
care
it,
about
like,
your history.
board my ship and go through?
They will scan. It will scan your ship.
Does it care about active warrants? A scan of the ship.
Yes.
Does that mean like, oh, my nose hair trimmers, it knows the brand of scan, or is it like a quick go
Roll a
over?
no for me.
You're not full of high explosives.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's
Okay.
4.
It will scan you for hazardous and exotic materials, and for the structures aboard your ship. You know, like what kind of weapons do you have?
Yeah.
In terms of scanning personnel, it seems like the only kind of criminal history that this AI cares about is anything involving like theft, corporate fraud.
Guys, I can't go to this.
If it figures out who you are, it will probably deem you an immediate threat to to the efficiency of the system and have you arrested and dragged back to Terra.
Technically, right. Court Benelli has never committed a crime. Also, none of my current fake papers have committed a crime. My true name as well, technically, has never committed a crime. There are, however, a lot of burned aliases and a lot of old used documents and papers that, boy, they've committed some crimes.
Ian, I'll tell you this. It's going to come down to your attempt to disguise yourself, and if you want to roll like an administrative check to hide your past, it'll come down to like 2 rolls of yours against 1 roll of its. And if you like those odds,
No.
well,
Come on, Ian. We have a couple rerolls.
then
You have a couple
then
rerolls.
Invocation is a problem.
Yeah, it's absolutely a problem.
Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Space Vegas?
I don't think you guys understand how deep this runs. It is 100% a problem.
This is a really close margin.
Space Vegas?
Are you voting for Space Vegas?
I mean, if he can't go, and I like my friends
You're
alive.
the tie-breaking vote, technically.
I do
It's
like
3 to
my
4
friends
right now,
alive.
but you could switch it 4 to 3.
I really do like my friends alive, and you had a really good, compelling
Isn't
argument.
Checky also a rebel wanted by many governments?
Only by the Pandoran government, and
Yeah.
not for anything corporate.
It's okay, I won't write you out.
Technically, he probably is not wanted because they probably never were able to identify him. It's just that he fought for a resistance. That
Oh,
was
if that's the case, then I'm good.
okay.
My God.
You'd have to be in the trenches at the time to know.
If the government never definitively decided this guy of this appearance and this age, you know, if they never said this guy, a person matching these details is responsible for these crimes and is wanted, then
You're not on the no-fly list.
I mean, they've never gotten any of my details to a T.
okay. Ian, it's up to you. It's your confidence. That's all that matters here.
Oh, I am so against it that I would take the prisoner transport over this when we're having our discussions.
Riva does not care between smell and invocation. She's just a just like no Aqualon.
Oh no.
And then you're like a no smelt. So is Tabari. So let's line up some friends here. We have you in this corner. Ian, you just do not want to go to Invocation. So you're going to take the Aquilon party right now, right?
Yeah.
Nora.
Well,
Nora. Amrit. Shaki, what are you doing? What do you want? You want to go
Well,
He
Invocation.
wants not smelt.
yeah, not smell, but
So you're neutral. The engineers are neutral.
Of course he is.
Exactly, PJ.
This is our vote split, by the way. This is how bad it is. Is that you're the 50-50 and two guys could jump in any time here.
Reva, can you give me a quick summary really quick? Just,
Why not?
yeah. It doesn't have to be personal, just, do you think danger, or is it other? If I'm not asking too much or too far, I know that had different walks of life, but
Sheki, roll connect. Roll connect or talk for me. One or the other.
I got top.
Roll talk with a charisma.
5.
Total?
Yeah, because I don't have a plus in charisma, so
Feel that. Same.
forgot to brush my teeth this morning.
She just
I'm at a -1 in talk.
yeah. You pull her aside and she just tells you,
I got a +1 in talk.
Sheki,
+1 in charisma.
I got nothing in talk.
I know that the actions of soldiers and warriors do not reflect on civilians, but I won't be able to sleep at night knowing I'm going to a planet full of creatures that I've been at war with.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Well, and
That's a little more than xenophobia. That's trauma. That's
something that runs deep. Quit talking court. Hey, I'll just keep it a summary or something simple. Why not invocation?
Because I'll be arrested.
Oh. Bad?
That's just them.
Oh, terrible. Beyond bad.
Bad, bad.
Especially if, like, dots actually get connected and names start coming in.
Bad enough you chose indentured servitude
Court,
over
you
it.
scare me sometimes. I'll ponder that.
He's the one guy in this crew could just say that to.
I'll
Good
come
old
talk to you,
Sheki.
Sheki.
Yeah.
Sheki, the unapologetic insurgent.
Oh, I'm having a panic attack.
May not follow.
Unfortunately, yeah. The three of you, Sheki, Tabari, and Ashton, have the breaking votes
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I'm coming to talk to Sheki. Sheki, it's, for me, this is my last mission. It's personal.
Fuck.
I'm trying to find this young person. And as far as I know, my best bet is to get out to the outer worlds, the rim worlds. It's a non-association outpost. It's hard to get information like that past the pack.
Well, you'll be free of them here soon enough with a big old paycheck.
Here's the thing. I'm not keeping this money.
What are you doing with it?
I work with Nora.
It's going to them.
Believe me,
So
with
that
them.
once you find the person,
No, not with
Oh.
with Reva.
trying to pay a lost debt or
Reva.
something, or
I
Exactly.
like having conversations with them.
well, how certain you? How long you been looking for this person?
I only got wind of them a year or two before I rejoined with the pack. I'd been on sabbatical.
Hmm.
So I came out to finish my last 4 missions and find a way out to them with as little expense as possible so that I can pass on as much of this, as much as I've made of my life to them.
Well, yeah, that's a rough one. I know that I'm kind of like a swing vote as far as I'm seeing. And all sides have really good reasons for keeping reasons why.
And that's why I'm telling you, it's for me, it's personal. And I understand I'm not going to hold any hard feelings against anybody if we don't make it out to invocation, but That's what I'm aiming for. Let's get Court's hackles raised on this one.
I'm gonna pause you there. Ash.
Yeah, Ashton, after a while, like, kind of debating in his hands, like, I'm gonna go with invocation.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not gonna go talk to Riva?
I like talking to Reva, and I will feel very bad if I have to go to somewhere else and she doesn't want to go there. I feel very bad about it.
And you don't know why Court can't go there. Can't go to Invocation, so like, why would you? Yeah. Okay, that's... Unless you and Tabari both say Aquilon. Court, if they choose Invocation, you either have to jump ship and be a fugitive from the pack, which is awful, or you have to make sure your documents are airtight on the way there. I like this. This is fun. Tabari, he just tells you in confidence, I know you're the only other one in my camp, so I thought I might as well tell you, I don't care where we go, as long as we're not going to smell. If you want to make a choice and you want me to stand by you with it, I know you'd be better than most of the other people on the ship, so.
Well, it doesn't help I'm so damn indecisive about things. I like to see everybody's view, where they came from. Right now, this is kind of a poor plateau that's on a little dish that's on a little stick, and it's spinning around on two ends, and I don't think there's any good solution to it. I know it's not smelt, though. Let me talk with Court one more time.
Okay, Shecky, Court.
What are our options? Is there different protocols with a station to see that if you could just sit this one out? I know that the captain had medical leave and something else like that. Is there a way to keep you from going on this mission for one?
You can ask to be reassigned, but they will have to very hastily pull in someone to take your spot. And they might have to make someone else on the ship security officer.
Yeah.
Because I think, well, not to... You'd have to pick, somebody of the crew or somebody else from the station and the rest. I know I don't usually stick around on Terminus Yard too long, but for a security officer.
If you ditch though, like if you just like, hey, I can't do this job, put someone else on, they will probably look into why. Or at least CM99 will look into why.
I'm just trying to think of solutions, and I'm not sure how good and foolproof it is. God knows it can be a fool.
Well, you guys picked this one. It's been real, and I'm totally going to get reassigned to a new ship.
Court?
Break your leg.
That's what I was gonna say. We can break your leg. We can do it in the cargo bay.
Actually, they could probably fix that pretty quickly, so.
If it's a reassignment. Or, I don't know, it's just an option. Mind you, he'd be talking to them privately.
Mm-hmm. No, like for me, it's we don't go there, and I can hang out with the crew and keep working this job, or life gets very complicated very fast.
You're not telling anyone else this.
This is fun.
Because if Coiseam knew that, he wouldn't be pushing for invocation.
Of course. I'm sure Ashton would feel the same way.
Oh, for sure.
Coiseam? He'd probably pull you aside.
Oh God, Shecky.
Well, after all this, and said happens, you got to stay in touch and the rest. And actually, in the off missions, stick in comms, and maybe I can help you try and find that person. But how certain are you can find them at the planet and invocation? Is it a fleeting chance, or is it a definite?
I know very little about anything.
You're 6 light years
I gotta
off target.
go. It's
All I know is that's the closest I'll have ever been. And for me, this is, well, you understand, it's not my legacy. It's my friend's legacy.
Coiseam, I have to. There's some things that came up on a personal level, and I have to choose Aquilon. But I owe you one. And you keep in comms. In my off time, I'll help you find out that person. The rest. I know
Check
that my
it.
family
Like,
will.
I'm not, you know, I want to go to Invocation. I'm not going to hold it against anyone else if we don't end up there. I'll find my way out, but, you know, this might have been the fastest for me.
I'll help you after this. You have my word.
You're going to visit me on Terra.
And
Perfect. No heartfelt
I need to
speech.
bring you a sweater and the rest. I know I'm pretty terrible at knitting. I made a poor attempt. It's a half scarf.
Hey, that's something.
We could work it on. Well, at least we have a month to work on.
We have time. Maybe you need better needles.
Sorry. But,
No apologies.
well, Tabari, I have to say we should go with Aquilon. I think that's the best shot.
All right. Let's do it. I'll go tell the captain. Final vote's 5-4. We're going to Aquilon. Which Captain Ayra's
Just like,
Captain Ayra's like, he's fine with it, you know.
I unpack my go bag.
Yeah. Ayra's fine with it. It's just he's like, I've done a vacation before. That was a good, fine job. You know.
But like, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone, make preparations to make way.
all right.
Pre-flight checks. We're going to Aquilon.
What is with these rules?
We're transporting exotic materials to an alien colony on this oceanic world. There are humans there. They do have a Human Alliance embassy there. They will be processing you guys. But yeah, the pack's just taking some stuff. That's all.
Luckily, it's a work check, so that's 7 plus.
I think I could do program or notes now.
8. Yep. 8's acceptable. Good.
Nice.
Total?
11.
Good.
11.
Good.
9.
9. Good. Pre-flight all around. Oh, great. Okay.
Easy peasy.
Here's the thing. We're heading to the Aquilon Rift, which is fun. It's in the middle of basically, it's not like a nebula, because nebulas are more long-term galactic structures. This is a kind of temporary molecular cloud that's been here for like a couple thousand years.
So young.
Yeah, it's a young nebula, basically. But we're going to be flying into that, and that means you and Riva have to make more difficult navigation checks than anyone else. But we're not in danger if we fuck up. It's just going to really throw off our flight plan.
Got it.
That being said, heading to Aquilon. Notes. Where are you? Okay. 79. This is a short journey. It should only be 26 days if everything goes right. Unlike the last couple jobs, there's no way for you guys to really shave time off of that estimate. It's just a matter of not adding too much time by fucking up rolls, right?
Got it.
Pre-flight is all good, all around.
I'm sorry, 28 days?
26 days.
26.
Um,
So we're going to Fallout New Vegas, boys.
yeah. So we have 60 days of
provisions.
provisions.
Cool.
For the whole crew. Number 2's fully repaired, and he's back in the ship.
Good to have you back, lad.
I just remembered. Didn't that explorer say something about the backup auxiliary engine?
Yeah, about the radioisotopic thermoelectric generator.
Yes, I forgot.
The RTG.
Checky would take another look at it.
Yeah,
and see
I
if
was
we
going to
can
ask about
I
that.
completely forgot about that. he probably would have done that in a little bit of a downtime if possible, so he can actually take a look at it. Is there a good
There would have
rule
been
for,
time before
like,
That
we
week
left.
before flight.
Yeah.
The RTG is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no.
But I'll roll one with you anyway. You and Tabari can look over it as engineers.
11.
14. So, yeah, those are really good rolls. Those are 5 and a 6.
Ooh.
Or no, it's not
Cats.
4 and 6, but no, that's still good. Yeah, you guys are good. You guys are good. That shit is locked down. It would take a lot of really complicated engineering and chemical reactions for these elements to start breaking down and become harmfully radioactive. So, you're good.
What do you think that lady was talking about then when she touched it? She said she saw the future. The two paths amongst it. Still causes me cause for concern.
That's the thing with psionics and
Brain weirdos.
mesmers,
Space wizards.
Well, for some reason I got a feeling I'm going to be checking up on this trip
Yes.
just in case. Call me paranoid and you'd be right.
You're more than welcome to check. I'll keep Amrit in engineering when I need him as well.
That's why we can get along.
Why? Because he's paranoid?
Is at least some self-preservationism in him.
Oh, absolutely. The lads getting ready to set sail. Everyone's pre-flights are good, and that means we're good to go. We are hailed by the operator, by CM99, one last time before we take off. And Captain Ayra kind of calls everyone to the bridge to hear him. Hello, crew of the Inevitable. This is CM99. Everyone hear me?
I.
Loud and clear.
All right. Well, I just wanted to thank you all for your incredible work so far. I know that a couple of your crew, including the captain, will be making for their final voyage tonight. So, everyone, fly safe, work hard, and we'll see you on the other side. It's been an honor. And that's it from CM99. That's literally all I have to say. Just acknowledging that 2 crewmates are retiring. It's our last job. And we're gone. Terminus Yard. We take off from Hangar Bay 11 and we're out of there quick. And we're heading into the unknown. I need...
Into the unknown.
Fuck you. I need D12s from everyone.
Please. Please.
3, my lord.
3, my lord.
But it's actually a 2.
12!
12.
You're trying to make your job harder.
I don't want
I need to check for navigation.
Yeah, makes sense.
to. All the
Checks out.
time.
Why is the ship upside down?
These are the
There's no
needles
up or
I was
down
talking
in
about.
space.
So he brings you different knitting needles. They're thick, they're wider, they're thicker, and they
There's
should
different
be.
kinds? That makes a lot more sense now.
It should be easier for you to begin and keep your stitches even and all.
Well, yeah, I was trying to
You
use like the
and
suture
Riva
one. And,
in-
Oh no.
You're performing surgery on your
that makes a
clothing.
lot more sense.
You and Riva encounter some concerning things, like in terms of navigation. You're just like, okay, there's like a passing neutron star has disrupted our current flight plan, but you guys very quickly reroute around, and you're like, okay, we'll be fine, we'll be good. Just gotta avoid, you gotta avoid all the exotic rays in space. So do that.
I love it.
All right. Yeah. Roll a notice for me, Ashton.
Gladly.
I'll do these two.
Ooh. 14?
Maxed
Oh
out.
yeah.
Cat.
Yeah. After about like the first week, as you guys are getting closer and closer to your destination,
Uh-huh.
yeah, Riva's her behavior is just deteriorating.
Oh.
Like she's doing her job, she's doing fine, but yeah, she just seems a little more haggard. She like steps out of the navcom more frequently. Once or twice, you see her like talking to Dr. Andrews. It's just
Oh. Every time you come around a corner, she's smoking in the hallway and quickly
She's-
snuffs it out.
She smokes in the cargo bay.
Yeah.
That's the only room that's rated for smoking.
Yeah.
It's not allowed anywhere else.
Mhm.
So.
Well, I mean, if she's smoking in the cargo bay,
Sneaking Nora's morphine away.
I'll just ask her, like, what's got you on edge?
Roll a talk. Oh, Christ.
Hey, that's actually a good roll. What the
Is
hell?
it 12 on the dice?
No. I have a -1 in talk.
Great.
Yeah.
She also is a -1 in talk.
So I'm in that's a 9, 10 total.
Wow. She has an 11 total. Yeah. Reva's just, yeah, she's smoking. Just, old wounds, you know? Shit's bugging me. She just kind of like takes a second and then looks back at you. What do you know about Madeira?
Madeira? Probably nothing.
No check.
Probably nothing. Yeah.
Oof.
That's nothing. That's 2. Heard the name in passing, maybe.
It's just the years catching up with me, I guess. But I'm not eager to go to any freehold planet where all sorts of people are expected to roam around and consort with each other and act like everything's fine, you know? She leaves. That's it. She's just not happy.
Yeah.
Eventually, Shaky would get up the courage to actually talk to her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, what's he gonna talk to her about, huh? What's he got to say?
Hey, Reva, can I borrow you for a moment?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's like working on her. Something you go grab her and you can talk to her.
I
Flip
just
check.
wanted to make a statement in the rest, and I know that I'm sorry having decided against this mission. I know that it hurts you, and I know that I can't really change the past and the scars and the things that hurt, and especially if aliens, or you fought against them or some sort. That's what I'm guessing. But for the future, for the crew and talking to them, I thought I'd made the right instinct. So hopefully my gut was right. But regardless, I'm sorry. I don't know what I can give you to Odia, and holding an extra feast or something wouldn't make it up. So, like I said, it's just a statement. You can take it as is. But if you need anyone to confide in or something I can do for you that can actually be helpful, let me know.
Notice. I want notice from you.
11.
Shed, yeah. She seems upset with you. Like, specifically you.
She has all right to be.
Yeah. You're telling her all this, like trying to apologize, and she just tells you, Shecky, I'll probably get over it, but still kind of seething that I, poured out my heart a little bit there, and you went with the college students, went with security officer.
You've been demoted. PhD who?
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I don't hate you. I just need a minute.
Thank you for your time.
Shaq. Aw.
Oh, man. Security Officer Benelli.
Yeah.
Captain Ayra comes to visit you in your quarters when you're not, like, directly on station. You have a minute?
Always.
All right.
Shit, why did I say that?
Well, Court, it's been good. But we all know I'm getting to the end of the line here, and I'm sure lots going to change on board this ship with whoever the new captain may be. For the record, if it came down to a vote and dusty ex-crew members were allowed to vote for it, I'd nominate you. But
Then I'm glad they can't.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't have some misgivings. So I'm just going to tell you, whoever the new captain ends up being, you give good counsel. Just watch you don't step on too many toes, right?
Right.
And that you don't get yourself in trouble when your commanding officer might not be as open to your unorthodox tactics.
Well, I've avoided trouble this mission, so I think we're good.
The mission's barely started.
If you end up being Captain Court, and I don't think either of us really want that for you, but I think you could do it. God forbid the day ever comes. There are things more important in this world than staying alive. And I want you to think about that. He leaves.
What does he know? What does he know? Do I have to kill the captain?
That's all he's done. At some point, he joins you in the cargo bay, Coiseam.
Mm-hmm. Getting so many more visitors of late.
What's your last name again?
Acharya.
Well, Deck Officer Acharya. It's been a pleasure. You excited to retire?
Looking forward to it.
You gonna work another day of your life?
Oh, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, I think I'd get restless, but who knows? Maybe I'll go back and break some more records. It'd
Which
be nice.
records?
Oh, elevation. Highest peak ever scaled by a human without mechanical assistance.
No kidding.
Mm.
Which peak?
26,000 feet.
Whew.
They're not kidding when they tell you the human body's not meant for those
No.
environments.
You're a side more adventurous than I. Keep to me cottage.
It took years off my life, Coiseam, but I think I'll do it one more time.
Well, one more.
One more.
Gotta get you there.
D12s. Last round. Apple line.
Woo! Oh,
12?
thank gosh.
11.
Okay.
See ya.
11?
11.
I didn't get the assignment this time.
I need a check for you for fix, probably intelligence, and then I need you to do something related to your work as security officer here. So
Am I noticing something?
I think notice is appropriate. Yeah.
Is it interpersonal reaction? Can I use charisma or dex? Or is this an intelligence?
I think this is a wisdom thing, actually.
Wisdom thing. All right. 9.
Okay. 7. Okay. Yeah. You are just, doing routine maintenance and things. Everything comes up pretty okay, but you just, still have that feeling, so you probably go check the RTG a couple more times as well, huh?
I'd probably have it, well, because we only have a month in order to get there, and the rest, he probably checks it about once every other day.
Yeah. Roll a notice for me, and then we'll call you good. You are getting a strange frequency in your, not in your main gunnery positions systems, but when you go into the bridge and you check the backup comms for gunnery, you're picking up like a weird frequency in the backup systems. It's like, that doesn't belong there. So programming would be good.
Yeah, I just learned how to do that.
Hey.
And a 10
Okay.
is pretty
12.
decent.
12.
I also make the report. No need to do things secretive on the ship pertaining to stuff like this. Plenty of other secretive things to do.
There's a strange smell when you go into the access shafts in engineering, and it's not like there's a gas leak. Like, no, it's like someone's been smoking in this like little tiny crawl hole space.
Look for ashes.
Yeah. There's a little smudge of ash here and there.
Reva's really losing it.
Maybe crawling around in the air duct, smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Maybe. This is not a space people are cleared to smoke in. Now, there's nothing immediately flammable exposed here, but there could be things exposed here.
Well, and who smokes here on the ship?
Riva.
Is it just
Riva.
one?
Tabari, the captain.
Tamari? Can I clear something with you?
All right, be right down.
No, I'm sorry, not clear something. Do you smoke? I never actually checked the rest.
Not on the job, but
You're not making a habit doing it next to the RTG, right?
no. Why? Someone?
Yeah, I was doing my routine inspection and the rest, and I can see some trace. We might have to make it off limits, unless it's you and me.
Well, standard security has these shafts locked down to engineering clearance only.
Really?
Yeah,
Think it could be the captain?
he's the only one with override.
How do we approach this? I already screwed up talking to Riva.
Well, we just go talk to him.
All right, yeah, you convinced me.
What's he gonna do? Fire us? It's his last job.
We got a payday coming.
You bring it up to comms because they're like Riva and Asher are the people in contact. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I have a weird frequency picking up in my subsystems, and as soon as you guys go over and check it out, programming 10, right?
Program 10.
This is Gorlamite code. It's not like you're being beamed to transmission.
Yeah.
It's like the latent Gorlamite programming
They
that
gave us the language.
was installed into your ship
These assholes.
is currently just like pinging very softly. You think it's picking up a localized source,
Like a distress beacon.
possibly.
Then running it back through their translator, does that get anything?
You're picking up coordinates. Like, your ship is probably one of the only ships in the sector capable of receiving these transmissions, has
Yeah.
automatically been pinging them.
Yeah. And there's nothing in the translation system they gave that was like, hey, if you're just receiving random coordinates, a ship went down, we could really use a hand.
Oh, these are just coordinates. You've not been hailed. You are just picking up a ping, as in someone nearby is transmitting, and it's from this location.
Transmitting their location.
Yeah. And it's Gorlamite, so that's a thing at least.
Shoot, can we just shoot a message through the translator being like, yo, you got the inevitable, what's up?
Yeah, you could.
Text them.
Yeah, you could short range, just kind of radio burst that and hope it finds a tower, but like
Throw some Morse code their way.
since you don't have a sender, you just have a message. You can't direct message them. The problem with that is if you just send it out over a wide area from the point of
We're
origin,
just telegraphing our.
yeah, you'll be reaching whoever sent this for sure. But if there's anyone else there listening, they'll be hearing it too. Because like you're not getting a message from a person. You're just picking up stray airwaves.
Does that exactly matter? We're not in an area where piracy is
No,
a thing at all.
not really. But we're in an area that the Black Bloc Federation wants to set up a blockade in.
Right.
Is the other problem. So if you just beam a random string of Gorlamite text saying anything, that could bite you in the ass.
Anyway, fuck 'em then.
Okay, yeah, you leave it. You leave it.
Unless Ashton, Reva, or the captain absolutely needs to interfere with that somehow, because they would be the ones
Ashton,
who would
no.
know about it.
Reva, hell no. Hell no. You like show Reva that, and she just kind of gets pissed, and she, excuse me, I need to sneeze. Fuck.
Not allowed.
Fuck you. She asks you, this is still in our system?
Yeah, can't purge it.
You can't?
No.
Oh, fuck this. I'm gonna go find Tabari. He can purge this. Yeah, and she's gonna go look for engineering. But
Actually, before we even speak to the captain, actually Sheku would stop. He'd actually backtrack. Hey, actually, give me a second, Nabari. I forgot to actually check around a little bit. So from where they were smoking, he's going to try and like literally try and figure out where they were sitting and looking at.
there's like a really convenient kind of well where you could pop a squat on it, and as long as the spike drive isn't going, it shouldn't be like very hot, you know?
Well, and from the vantage, is it looking at any controls, access points, or any way that you could tamper it? Any panels? Like, or are they literally just doing it for recreation, or were they like contemplating something?
If they undid magnetic fastenings, there's not a single space in this like vent where you couldn't access the panels and stuff like that, right? But everything seems like it hasn't been disrupted. It's just like someone snuck in here like a teenager and was smoking in the fucking air ducts or the
Smoking
access
in the
ducts.
boys' room.
And it's not even like next to the RTGs, because like you access from like any side of this room. RTGs are like over here and up. It's like immediately adjacent. They just went through the wall, sat down,
Why is that
and lit up a
loading?
cigarette.
It's just a convenient choice.
Yeah, and like anyone could just go down to cargo bay. You know, that's not against the rules.
The
Oh, yeah.
solitude.
But yeah, but it is in the maintenance hatch, right?
Yeah. It's not Tabari.
Well, actually, tell you what, before we talk to the captain,
He smokes, but not on the job.
maybe I think we'll talk with Court.
Okay. Court, everyone talking to Court. Ashton?
I'm gonna quickly
Why?
just write down the coordinates just to figure out like what part of the guy, like how close by it is
You
and
like
stuff
look
like
it
that.
up on the map.
Yeah, just look it up. I'm not gonna do anything about it. Just curious about what the heck is per se around that.
It's like 2 light years off course. That's barely a day. That's a day's divergence from course.
Yeah. Nothing else, just around the little other planets, like noticeably like an alarm or something like that. I would catch like, oh yeah, I can see why there's a beacon coming from this spot specifically. Or just
There's a habitable planet. There's other radio frequencies coming out from like Black Block people being like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I really got that asshole.
There are a handful of like moderately habitable planets in this system. Planets like humans could live, like human-like life could live here a couple hours a day, but not full time. You know, either the atmosphere would become toxic over time, or like it's too cold at night to sustain life on the planet surface, but daytime is okay. Those kinds of things. There are no like fully habitable life signs in the system you're pinging right now.
okay. I'm gonna just let it be. I'll
Okay.
figure it out later.
Yeah. Yeah. Reva goes and finds Tabari, but you go and find Court.
First question, is there cameras in the maintenance hatches or no?
No. But there are other sensors. It's just not visual.
Could you look up some sensor data on the maintenance hatches?
Yeah, easy.
We might have unauthorized access.
All right.
Here's the section that it's in. Looks like someone's smoking.
Yeah, pull it up.
That shit's currently locked. Like the data hasn't been deleted. It's just locked. But you could probably hack it anyway.
Let's give her a try. 10.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
10's very good.
Like, now that's weird. I should have access to this.
The captain accessed this data, and it's just like a 15-minute security feed of him when there's like no one going around. He goes and talks to number 2 very briefly, and then he goes into engineering, like pulls out one of the access panels, goes into the room, and he's from inside there. It's just like there's a signature that there was a life form in the vent, but like nothing else.
It was the captain.
It was Ayra.
What the hell?
He was what, smoking there
Yeah.
instead of in the cargo bay?
Well, mixed with RTG in that specific area. I mean, I was just doing my call me paranoid. I was seeing who was smoking around there. Tabari's not it. I already asked him. I was going to talk to the captain, and then something just itched in the back of my head.
Well, you and I ought to go talk to the captain. Tabari's going to be tied up with a really angry woman for a moment.
Okay. Yeah, you have to stumble past number 4, who's just trundling along in the corridors.
Doing great,
that,
buddy.
Yeah,
Keep
give him a
sweeping.
pat.
Yeah. Eventually, we get to the captain in bridge, and as soon as you guys enter,
Is that the same place where you found that foot
it was a glove.
It's glove.
of the glove?
So, hope we're not interrupting, Captain.
No, come on in. Still a couple days before anything noteworthy should be happening. I already got a ping in navigation, or was it gunnery satcom?
Oh, well, it came through SATCOM. It's that damn Gorlamite stuff that they put in the code, that translator. It's picking
Yeah.
up a beacon from theirs nearby. I just said, to hell with it, and just keep going. Reva's pissed that it exists. She's going to go after Tabari, try to scrub it out.
See, and I know the techies haven't been doing their jobs properly because that should have been scrubbed from our ship during interim, and it still hasn't even been registered by the company.
But there's no possibility that any human tech could have tracked us like they did. Whatever they put in the ship, we're probably not getting rid of it.
I don't even know if there's a reason to get rid of it, but
It's kind of annoying.
that's fair enough.
Anyway,
I'm not concerned about it.
real quick for Court's benefit, does the captain keep himself armed at all times when he's on the ship?
Yes. He has a light laser pistol, same as you.
Light?
I use a little heavier than his, I think.
Mine's a little
but-
heavier.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh God.
Checky, you found
think you're gonna
something?
have to kill the captain? What?
I'm just prepared.
Always.
Oh, well, just down on the maintenance hatches and the rest, and I think someone's been smoking down there. So I was checking next to RTG and the rest. I just, after the Explorer said she had bad feelings about it.
Well, I don't know if I'd count 3 meters as next to the RTG, but you got me.
I see. Well, and just, what was your intent, if I could ask?
Memories. That's all.
All right.
I just don't know if I'm quite ready to let go of this this vessel, but
Future always comes, and you can't fight against it.
I
You
know.
just have to prepare for it. Try for prying into business, I guess, if you're reminiscing. I just figured I'd bring it up.
Security Officer Benelli, good job. I shouldn't have locked down those harmless files, but you clearly got through it. Keep up the good work. Do you mind if I speak with staff manager Shecky on this one for just a minute?
You good?
This shit is sus.
I'm good.
I'll walk out.
Where I found the glove, right?
Yeah, Raish died in that tunnel, Shecky.
Raish?
Yeah. Actually, he had your job. A good friend of mine. I knew him for years. Hell, I knew him before we went into the business. And,
Mm-hmm.
They
Those-
come and they go.
those bastards at PAC didn't even have the decency to clean this ship out when all those people died in it. They just made sure everything was working, and they did the bare minimum, and they left his goddamn glove in the access panel.
In can be behind you. As long as you remember them, that's what counts. I mean, we're back at the colony where I live at. There's actually, in the center of our little community, we actually have a memorial. It's not a statue, but you mark everyone's story while they're living. Make sure to remember. I mean, that's what counts. In fact, I'd write down their story if you have it. Keep it yourself and share it with your friends if it's not too painful. We all have our time to go, but not that I'm great with these things. I know I have plenty of my scars and friends lost and people I've buried and people who I hadn't had the opportunity to bury. And those are the hardest ones.
Well, like you said, future, always forward.
Well, saying after job hours and after your night shift and the rest, you want to share a bottle?
Sure,
Off the clock.
sure. That does sound good. And if I feel the need to go bury my grief in the access panels again, I'll let you know.
I'm scared about that RTG, the whole psychic thing that happened, and to be honest, I still hear voices from that
Well,
black
I
hole.
didn't go near the RTG.
Oh. Like I said, I'm paranoid.
I know. It's just one more job.
One more job, and you're not alone on it. We'll get you through it. Till then.
He actually leaves you in charge of the bridge. He's going to go down to the cargo bay and smoke properly. Just, yeah, I mean, you're staff manager. You have permission to run the bridge. It's just,
Yeah, start monitoring.
yeah, cool. Yeah.
Just that holdover guy.
Guys, when we get back from break, we're going to make land on Aquilon. Fun, fun, fun. We'll be there for, a couple days, maybe a week, and then we'll be headed home. Lots of stuff going on, huh? Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been D20 House. Make sure you stick around, and we'll get back to you with some more Vast Horizons.